A blockbuster deal has gone down.
Okay.
Between the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium in Pittsburgh and the Franklin Park Zoo in Boston. This one is going to change the entire outlook of zoos going forward and possibly really reset the market.
Okay.
877-2-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. So, I don't know if you can believe this, Allie, but the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium has sent Frankie, a 7-year-old Western lowland gorilla, to Boston at the Franklin Park Zoo in exchange for Little Joe, the 33-year-old silverback.
Little Joe.
Yeah.
33 years old.
Yeah.
What is the average lifespan of a gorilla? I didn't know they lived
I thought
that
you would
long.
know that.
I mean, we never had gorillas in where I was.
Well, all I can say is that I think that adding Little Joe to the Pittsburgh Zoo, I think that's going to add some much-needed experience to the squad. I think that's something that Pittsburgh was lacking with their gorillas and their zoo generally.
Yeah.
They need some experience. They need some veteran leadership.
Okay.
And so I think this makes a lot of sense for them. They're in win-now mode
Yes.
at the Pittsburgh Zoo, whereas Franklin Park Zoo is clearly building for the future.
Yeah.
So you add a 7-year-old, Frankie. He's setting you up for success down the road.
It's true. He's joining the bachelor group, so he's spreading his genes.
Right.
That's the plan, at
But
least.
hopefully add some energy, pumps things up a little bit. They just I think both of these clearly need a change of scenery.
Yeah. Also, so in the wild, gorillas, silverback gorillas, 35 to 40 years is the average lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
But in human care, so in captivity, they can live well into their 50s.
Oh, wow.
So Little Joe might have several years left.
Maybe Pittsburgh isn't in win now mode after all. This makes the deal even better for them.
Yeah, it could be another 20 years of Little Joe time.
That's right. They are in win now mode, but they also get something they can, some veteran leadership they can count on going forward, and hopefully that will gel well with the locker room.
Yeah.
Because that's they need some leadership presence there.
Yeah. Do you think they can win the championship, this figurative championship you're talking about?
I think Pittsburgh with this move definitely has a chance. They're in the mix.
I meant Boston. I didn't think you cared about Pittsburgh at all.
Boston, they're getting rid of Little Joe. I think it's a 7-year-old. That's signaling to me that they know this season is not going to be their year. And so 7 years old.
But it's young talent.
It is young talent. So I think I like what they're building for the future. We got to see what they do in the offseason. We got to see.
This is the off season. What are you talking about?
No, it's the summertime. The zoos are heating up. That's when everybody goes to the zoo. So we got to wait till the off season to see. But I do think it's going to adding some excitement. I think their fans were getting restless at the Boston Zoo,
Sure.
I think they're kind of getting tired of Little Joe. He's been there he's 33 years old, you know?
Can you imagine if you had done this trade and let's say you traded for Harambe?
The banner that's hanging in the rafters of Harambe?
No, I mean back in the day, Harambe famously shot Cincinnati Zoo. Imagine if Harambe had gotten traded to another zoo.
You're thinking, what could have been?
Not only what could have been, but the poor gorilla that would have been now at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Well, I don't like to think about that.
Well, I'm just saying, can you imagine if that would have happened, how the other zoo would have felt? We traded our gorilla away to its death.
I think that would, you might have to retire after that.
We're we're not trading
I'll tell you
anymore.
what. I think there's a reason that the Cincinnati Zoo isn't involved in any of these deals.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think
I don't think they've ever financially recovered from that.
No. They did have the hippos, so that kind of helped.
That's true. Fiona was a good PR thing for them.
Yeah,
but,
that helped them bounce back.
But I don't know. It's they said they said something about when Harambe was at the Cincinnati Zoo, he alone brought in millions of dollars.
Dang.
To the zoo every year.
We need a 30 for 30 about the trade negotiations that were going on with him. Because obviously, he
was so valuable, I'm sure Cincinnati didn't want to trade him.
They didn't. Yeah, you would have needed a Godfather offer. Yeah. Maybe Little Joe. Maybe he could have done the deal.
Little Joe's very grateful that didn't happen.
Yeah.